Tanner punches his mirror in disgust. He's been scrolling through his Instagram feed, seeing all these ripped fitness influencers lately, and it's got him fed up. After a week of starting his new diet, eating clean and working out, he checked his weight and he's gained 2 pounds. He just wants to show off his shredded six-pack at the beach to impress his friends and get the girl of his dreams, but instead he found himself smashing late-night Domino's pizzas while binge-watching Netflix. Only to wake up the next morning fat as fuck. To take out his anger of this injustice he's been forced to endure, he brings freshly baked donuts into the office every morning, trying to tempt other people to cave on their own diets, so he can bring other people down to his level and feel better about himself. As a health-conscious teen, there was only really one thing that I wanted to achieve in this world, and that was to get a six-pack. I remember at the end of my 8th grade year, my English teacher made us write out this essay that was detailing a list of goals that we wanted to accomplish by the end of our senior year in high school. And at the top of my list was this goal to get a six-pack. And so at the time, I had some friends who proudly rocked, a six-pack or even an 8-pack, and I kind of felt out of place amongst them. And so I set out to achieve this goal for myself. I bought the P90X program. It seemed like no matter how many thousands of sit-ups I did, I could never quite reveal my abs. And so fast forward to the end of the senior year in high school, and I get this letter back and I'm reading through it, and my goals that I had set out for myself 4 years prior are just glaring right at me. And there's that goal, to get this six-pack glaring at me, and it was sort of like a slap in the face. I felt like that entire period of time was for nothing. All I wanted to do was to get a six-pack because I felt like if I could achieve that, I would finally feel good about myself for once, because I stuttered and had acne and acne scars and man boobs. All these things significantly scarred and deformed my self-image, and so I never really felt like I was ever good enough. Luckily for me, I had heard this idea that everyone has a six-pack, abs are made in the kitchen, and if you want yours to show, you just have to get lean enough and, they'll become more prominent. And so for years, I would go on these crash diets that, put me in such an extreme caloric deficit that as soon as I took my foot off the gas ever so slightly, I would gain all this weight back, and sometimes, weight on top of that. I was sick and tired of going on these yo-yo diets that never really got me the six-pack that I was promised, especially when I saw these other people who didn't really seem to be working nearly as hard as me, who maintained 10% body fat, shredded abs year-round, eating ice cream and pizza and donuts and all this bullshit. And to be honest, I considered maybe, this just isn't for me. Maybe I should just give up on my dreams and aspirations. But, this is when I started talking to Goggins. Goggins never places any limitations upon himself. Whenever faced with a difficult situation, he chooses to ask himself, how can I? Instead of telling himself, this is why I can't. One day when Goggins was on his daily morning run and about to finish up his marathon, he came across a bear in his path who dared to challenge him by making direct eye contact with his majesty. Immediately, the bear looked down and averted his gaze, recognizing Goggins as the superior apex predator. But Goggins wasn't having it. The challenge had already been made, and it was too late to turn back now. Sensing Goggins' murderous intent, the bear attempted to flee the scene. It ran full speed ahead, and Goggins began chasing after it. He knew he should probably just let the poor feeble creature go, since he wasn't properly hydrated after the 26.2-mile run, but his anger got the best of him. He disregarded his own body's plea for rest, and right before he was about to jump on the bear's back, putting it into a chokehold, both of his legs cramped up, forcing him to stop his pursuit. Had he paid closer attention to the needs of his body, he could have successfully asserted his dominance, but because he chose to ignore his own needs, his body began to rebel against him. So this got me thinking, how can I work with my body instead of working against my body? For so long I tried to force myself to get super lean, and I used all of these extreme diet practices to break past any weight loss plateau, but eventually the weight would come back nonetheless. And I realized that my body was comfortable going up or down, say within a 15 to 20 pound range, but anything other than that, it wasn't really ready to budge. And so this is when I came across something called set point theory, which is the idea that the body has almost like a built-in thermostat that likes to keep your body weight at, you know, a certain high set point and a certain low set point. And it prefers to operate within these defined parameters. And so whenever you attempt to gain past that, you know, high upper end set point, or lose past that low end set point, your body's gonna fight you to keep within those defined parameters. And so in that case, if I got down to my low set point weight and I still wasn't able to achieve abs, what that means is that I just need to build more muscle mass, because if I build more muscle mass, then I can reduce my body fat percentage in relation to my total body weight, which means that when I go to cut later on in the future, I'm going to be able to, you know, maintain a lower body fat percentage at the same weight that I was before. And you know, what better muscle group is there to pack on a bunch of muscle mass than your legs? And so once I finally started focusing my efforts on building quality muscle, and you know, I stopped skipping leg day, I was finally able to start seeing progress again towards revealing that ever elusive six-pack dream that I had. And so with time, I was actually able to improve my body composition to the point where when I finally started to cut down again, I was actually able to finally reveal my washboard abs and, you know, flex on all my haters. But the thing I'm most proud of is the confidence that I've been able to gain through sticking with, you know, my vision and bringing it to fruition through unyielding determination. Alright guys, so I hope you liked that video, and if not, leave some comments on how I can make it better. If this is a topic you want to learn more about, feel free to check out some of my free guides that are going to be in the description down below. Drop a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know, you know, what type of video you want to see next. And as always, keep dreaming while you're awake. Peace.
You ever wonder what it feels like when dreams bleed into real life? Seeing scenes from TV get realized. Palm trees, a soft breeze, and chilled ice till tides wash away our problems in the spilled wine.